You're listening to the Really Very Crunchy podcast with your hosts, Emily
and Jason.
And today we are talking about all things holidays. But before we get started, I did just want to give a little disclaimer statement. We're going to be talking about the big man who wears red and says, ho, 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 truths may come out. So if you're... You get what I'm getting at, right? Did I already give it away?
He's got a big beard.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like...
Shakes like a bowl full of jelly. Uncle Roger!
So we just don't want to spoil anything. Just throwing that out there. We are also going to be talking about a little bit of sickness, but instead
We've got a code word.
So as not to disturb you, saying the actual words for things that come out of the oral cavity, I'm going to use popping
Sometimes
popcorn.
very quickly and in a strong way.
Popping popcorn.
Popping popcorn.
But now I'm just going to ruin popping popcorn for people. Every time they pop popcorn, they're going to be like, oh.
When you string up popcorn around your Christmas tree, may you forever remember the projectile popping of the popcorn.
Okay, so we're getting started.
All right. Well, first, Emily, I'm done with family gatherings.
I'm almost right there with you.
For the rest of my life. Except maybe our own family gathering.
I want to say that it's worth it. Getting together with family is worth
Extended family.
the aftermath of...
The aftermath. It's never worth the aftermath.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish that I thought that it was, but I don't think that it is.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. For some reason, every single Thanksgiving, our children get sick from another child at the Thanksgiving gathering. Every year.
Every year.
Every single
Our
year.
oldest is 7. He has been sick at Thanksgiving for 7 years.
Well, I remember he was sick without someone giving it to him once because we missed Thanksgiving.
I mean, illnesses don't just appear out of thin air, do they?
So I'm thinking, like, our children,
Unless
I need to write that down.
It's a vibe.
You know, I really do. I like to keep track of those kinds of things, like on November 27th.
Put it on your refrigerator. Remember this time where you popcorned all over the place?
Okay, so it has been a lot of popping popcorn every year. Except for the last 2 years, it was just some kind of weird fever, flu, something. But this year, it was popping popcorn. And my son had an extreme fear of popping popcorn, like so scared that it basically ruined our lives 2 years ago.
This is a little confusing, but I'm with you. I'm tracking. Popping popcorn is the code word. As a reminder, it is not. He does not have a fear of the loud noises that are associated with popcorn that is popping on your stove. And if it's in your microwave, go home.
Shame on you. No. So, yes, he had this extreme fear of that. And there was a time where he was asking if he was going to do that up to 1,000 times, it felt like. I mean, it was
She wrote it down and put it on the refrigerator every time it happened. She likes to keep record.
I don't know what you're talking about. With
You
this
said you like to
refrigerator.
keep record of
record of like the dates that we've been sick.
Yeah, I added put it on the refrigerator.
I don't do that.
I know.
Just so that the listener is clear. There was a time that my son, our older son, had such an extreme fear of popping popcorn that it basically ruled our lives for more than a year because he popped popcorn. And it's awful. And so he would just like perseverate over it and ask over and over and over if he was going to do that. And it became like such an issue that we took him to therapy and that didn't really help. But we tried 2 different therapists and we did everything that we knew how to do. And we were like finally kind of getting out of the woods with that. And now he popped popcorn today.
Both of them popped popcorn today.
They were both popping popcorn.
Yeah. Nice buttery popcorn.
But I will say, ew. Don't actually ruin popcorn for us, Jason. I will say that he's handling it very well.
Yeah.
And for it to be like a true phobia, it almost feels like a blessing, and maybe like there was true growth in that hard time of anxiety for him, because it was, when it happened, I was so chill, just like, wow, see, it's not that bad, right? I mean, yes, you just popped popcorn all over my beige
popcorn everywhere.
And it's black because I gave you grape juice and charcoal powder when your brother
secret
popped
weapon
popcorn.
Didn't work.
Listen. Let me just finish the story first. I was so chill and like, wow, that's great. See, aren't you better? He's like, I am. I feel great. Can I do a workout video?
He did say that, didn't he?
Immediately wanted to do a workout video.
Yeah. Heightened adrenaline.
Yeah, I guess so. But
gets really excited about the popcorn.
So I think this could be like a transformative moment for our family that we can get over the fear of popping popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be
especially
so nice.
The middle of the night fears of,
yes,
am I going to pop popcorn?
That's what was the hardest part about that intense time of anxiety, is that he was just waking up so much, so scared, screaming, crying about it because he had previously popped popcorn in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was pretty devastating. It was so much popcorn.
Caught in my hands.
Popcorn all over the place. I don't know if this is better for people.
I'm thinking it's not.
Did we just lose everybody?
Yeah. And really,
man.
The only reason that I thought of that idea was that we are letting them watch a movie right now. That's one rule in our family. If you pop popcorn, you get to watch a movie.
Wait a second. Usually people pop popcorn during a movie or right before the movie to enjoy during the movie. I'm so confused.
I know. Well, anyway, they're sitting on chairs.
Well, you popped popcorn, so now we're going to pop some popcorn and make you watch a movie.
They're sitting on chairs covered in towels with their individual popcorn bowls in front of them.
Watching Anne of Green Gables.
They actually are our popcorn bowls. And they're also
That's
our
so
popcorn
ironic.
bowl. But people do that. We're not the only ones. People have the same popcorn bowl for the popcorn.
Don't worry. We thoroughly wash them in the creek.
They're stainless steel, so they aren't quite the same big yellow bowl of my childhood, the plastic yellow bowl. What color was yours?
I just used a toilet
Oh.
to pop my popcorn.
I think our children have my issue in that it's so shocking and surprising that you can't make it there.
No, I usually know like a solid 10 minutes ahead of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine's sort of just like, surprise!
Surprise popcorn.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Okay.
like going to Rural King. We have a popcorn spill on aisle 7. Like, well, there's popcorn spills everywhere. It's Rural King. You can't just have it at the front of your store and not expect it to get everywhere.
All right.
Popcorn makes me want to popcorn all over the place.
We have to. Okay, we're done. We're done with the popcorn.
May your movie experiences over the holiday season be ruined.
Anyway, so that's why we're done with family gatherings mostly, right?
Oh, I'm done. I'm out.
It's always
You guys want to come over for Thanksgiving?
Nope.
No. We'll FaceTime you.
I sort of think maybe if it could be like maybe just a month earlier outside.
Yeah.
But then I don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
But
Happy
why?
Thanksgiving
Why
on
is it?
August 8th.
Why? Why is it always?
Well, it's the start of the sick season, and people don't want to miss. Here's the problem: your side of the family, they all know their kids are sick, and they bring them anyway. My side of the family, like, oh, our kid was sick.
They weren't feeling well. Oh no, it's like this. They don't seem like themselves. They're not feeling well.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh well, actually, they're very sick.
Turns out they're popping popcorn all day. Your family is like, hey, they're popping popcorn on the way over here. Hope it's okay if your kid's playing with my kid. I think they're sharing a turkey leg.
We did have 2. I mean, this time it was actually 3 children who were sick in the.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the family.
Fun times. Hey, we're talking about holiday traditions. Ours is getting sick all the time.
Just at Thanksgiving.
Hey, we're going to play with the cousins. Good. Hope you brought a popcorn bowl.
I really want to just be the type of person that's like,
I don't care.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Whatever.
What doesn't kill you makes you want to pull your hair out.
So here's one thing that I thought was really funny. I was talking to a friend and I said after every gathering, like every birthday party, every holiday get together for the entire year, immediately we come home and we take grape juice with activated charcoal in it. That is my trick. And I have avoided, since I learned about that trick, we haven't had any issues.
You do know what that's going to do to our kids, right?
They're
going to be like 20-something years old, come home from a party or get together with friends. They're going to open their refrigerator. There's not going to be any grape juice left, and they're going to freak out. Oh, my goodness, we're out of grape juice. I got to go to the store, babe. Sorry. Why? We just came back from a party.
I don't even say it to them. Like, I'm not like,
no,
okay,
it's like Pavlov.
I know.
They come back home when they're in their adulthood. They come back home and like, I really want some grape juice.
I didn't even notice that I was doing this until I was telling a friend, I got my Thanksgiving message that my nephew's puking, getting ready. She's like, isn't there a natural remedy for that? And I'm like, yeah, grape juice and charcoal. Already took it, but I wasn't consistent. See, it is my hack that I do that whenever I get home. And then if I hear about an illness, it's like, okay, now we're going to take it 3 times a day and we're going to fight this thing. But I didn't, like, we just took it and then we weren't consistent. So I still believe in it. I believe in it.
Do you believe in the remedy?
I do.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I have to hold on to this. Like, this has gotten me through so much. Like,
just you never got sick.
No, I cling to the hope of the grape juice.
Yeah, and you're saying that this time it just didn't. We weren't timely on it.
I'm saying we weren't timely. We weren't doing it like you should have been. Like we should have been.
How many times will it have to happen until you don't believe it in anymore?
I don't know. But I already knew you couldn't do it once you already had symptoms. But it's also hard to trust my 7-year-old.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, well, seems like you just didn't get it in time. Okay.
Jason, give me this one.
Oh, I mean, he popcorned grape juice this morning, so I don't really know.
It's because
I'll give it to you. That's fine.
He already like felt something, but I didn't know it because it's hard for me to trust him because he has such the fear of it. So whenever the other one was popping popcorn, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and everybody take activated charcoal in their grape juice. And I gave it to the other one and then not like.
Yeah, it was too late.
We
it was too late
cleaned up the first one and the second one walked in and popped popcorn.
Yeah. Well, it was too late. It was too late.
Yeah.
To do it. It was a desperate
Definitely
move.
got that activated charcoal in there, though. So that it was black.
Nice.
Everywhere.
Well, good thing it was a white and gold rug.
It's not gold.
Well, there's blonde. Okay. Well.
So that's one tradition.
Yeah, that's one tradition.
But there are other reasons we don't want to go to family gatherings.
Oh, such as?
I'm a little bitter. I'm bitter right now.
Okay.
About a pumpkin pie.
Oh, well, that keeps you from wanting to go?
Yeah.
Let's hear the pumpkin pie story.
Okay.
Because I was with you the whole way, and honestly, it's as bad as you think.
So, first of all, I don't make desserts very well. I don't make desserts very often.
I disagree.
I am not practiced in making desserts. I make birthday cake.
It's not the perfect bake.
I know. Like, I don't make them enough to get enough practice. I can make chocolate chip cookies like it's nobody's business because, man, we can eat some chocolate chip cookies.
I can put them away.
But like with cakes and pies and things, I'm not practiced.
Sure.
So I hate being asked to be the one to bring a dessert. It's not my strong suit. I did make a killer green bean casserole from scratch.
It was amazing.
Sweet potato souffle from scratch.
It was also amazing, which could be, a dessert.
Bought
the
sweet hams from a regenerative farm and, made the glaze and everything myself and everything was great.
It was awesome. I agree.
Okay, that was a different Thanksgiving though. To the other Thanksgiving, I was asked to bring dairy-free pumpkin pie.
For your cousin.
My cousin is dairy-free.
Yeah.
I will say, I did not make these pumpkin pies with a happy heart. I decided to make 2. I'm a butter crust type of girl. I make a pie crust so easily. I'm just going to tell you the recipe right now. Get a pen. It is 1 1/4 cup flour. I use freshly milled. 1 stick of butter.
You know who you sound like right now? Ro. We have a local lady named Ro Morris. I'm going to teach you about my butter crust pumpkin pie recipe.
Okay, let me just finish the recipe.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's almost over.
Yeah.
You take the butter, cold butter, cut it into cubes, or if you made your own butter,
I did this for a quiche. You told me how to do it.
You work it with your fingers until it resembles sort of a pea gravel, the butter in the flour.
Or popcorn.
No.
Oh.
And then you're going to add
Kernels.
less than 1/4 cup ice water right onto that. And it'll form a dough, a scant 1/4 cup, probably even less than that. Jason's falling asleep on me.
This is you've turned this into the most boring episode.
Really?
No, I'm sure people are loving this. I'm not.
Okay, that's my pie crust. You can make it faster than you can
Call me when it's time to eat it.
A refrigerated store-bought pie crust. Anyway.
Oh, it's so much better.
Oh,
too.
it's so much better.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Okay, it doesn't have the flake, like the perfect flake.
That's not the perfect flake.
No, but it's still so buttery and delicious, and it works savory or sweet. Anyway, because I can't have dairy, so I can't use butter, so I'm going to use lard.
Or ghee?
What? No, a ghee doesn't hold.
Oh, okay.
It's got to have that.
Okay, so you used lard.
I used lard. Was not impressed.
No.
Didn't like the taste of the crust. Anyway, I was kind of annoyed about it. Whenever I went to bake the pie,
the pumpkin pie,
obviously I roasted the organic pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Did the whole thing, cut it using my extremely dull knives, risked my hands, scooped out the seeds. It's a whole big mess,
Worth it for me.
I put it in the oven after I get the kids to bed, and then somehow I accidentally turned off the oven, but set the timer for an hour for it to bake.
Yeah.
Timer goes off. I go get the pies. It's off. The oven is off.
No.
Yes. And I was so tired, and I wasn't wanting to make these dairy-free pumpkin pies. I was just a little angry about it. Not with a happy heart at all. Okay. This is just the night before.
Yeah.
And I get it all together, finally bake it, go to bed at 11:30 at night. I'm tired.
Well, not to mention, how many times did you mess up the top?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to put a pie crust guard, and I kept hitting it, and it would I used these weird pie pans.
They have ridges in them.
Everything was so frustrating.
So then
it wasn't working out.
You hit the top of the pie with
and
an oven mitt.
Scraped, and then I hit
so
the
it wasn't
top.
it wasn't pretty any longer.
It was so ugly.
Yeah.
And I was just mad about these pies.
And honestly, if you are tasked with taking a pie
it has
to a
be
holiday
pretty.
gathering,
Yeah.
it's got to be beautiful.
Yeah, the
presentation is everything.
Everything. So
you don't want to be the person who has one slice taken out of their dessert.
Right?
You want to be almost gone.
Right? So the next day, because I can't make homemade whipped cream to cover it because I can't use dairy, I had to go to 3 different grocery stores to find this dairy-free whipped cream. So
Yeah.
I cover the scars of the ugly pie just by slathering coconut milk whipped cream on it. And I take it. It's fine. I get it on the table. There's other dairy-free desserts. How many desserts is he going to need?
Yeah.
And then cousin comes, cousin eats, cousin brings in his own pumpkin pie. Waste.
What a waste.
He brought it in and he sat it on his own table and he ate his own pumpkin.
He didn't even try to share it.
Didn't share it. Didn't try to share. Didn't even try mine. I wasted.
Did he
all
know
that
yours
time.
was there?
I'm telling you.
Did he even go to the dessert
Hours
table?
of my life were poured into that pie.
That's just poor communication. Nobody told him.
I don't know. He seemed a little sly bringing it in. Like, maybe nobody will notice.
I bet she made it with lard.
Yeah, I can say I was rather irritated, especially because he brought in True Whip, which isn't dairy-free.
Not totally.
Not totally dairy-free.
Yeah. And you could have gotten that at your first store you went to.
At the first store that I went to.
That's rough.
So because of that, I never want to
Reason number 2, we're never going back.
That is like so petty.
That one's a little petty. The kids thing, I understand. But popcorn, it's bad.
Pumpkin pie.
I know. Staying up till midnight.
But I was frustrated.
Yeah.
My dad ate a slice. That was the only slice eaten.
And he was like, it's good.
It's good. It tastes banana-y. That's what you want. That's what you want in a pumpkin pie. Thanks, Dad. No,
seriously, thank you.
It was the coconut milk whipped cream that made it tropical tasting.
I think you did like it. I don't think it was his favorite. I don't know.
But he ate it.
You could tell us later.
That was sweet.
I think he listened.
That was really sweet. Thanks, Dad.
Your pie was really sweet. I wouldn't know. I ate cheesecake.
But we did come home and scoop it out of the lard crust, and we enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
So.
It was real good. Put in little glasses. Okay. And then we started popcorning everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm interested in some of your early Christmas traditions. We're talking traditions today. Our traditions so far kind of stink.
Yeah.
It's all negative.
Uh-huh.
So we're, 20 minutes in, and you guys are like, wow, your traditions are awful.
Yeah, it does not sound like a pleasant time in the Morrow home.
Well, it only goes downhill from here. What was one of your Christmas traditions growing up?
I have a few. So growing up, we always went to Mass on Christmas Eve, and I was always in the choir. But one year, I was chosen to be the little girl who would carry baby Jesus down to the front of the church and put him in the manger. It was kind of competitive because, there's lots of girls in the church, and you only have 2 to 3 years that you can really be.
Yeah, they don't want like a 15-year-old.
No. Yeah.
They want a cute little girl.
You only have a handful of chances.
Wow.
To be the girl.
I volunteer as tribute.
Yes, always. Like I was always. And I was certain I would never get to be her. But I did. And I remember it being so special.
Wow.
So lovely.
You think your dad paid a guy?
No, I don't think we had any extra money at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If you'll just let my daughter, she's been waiting for 17 years, okay? She's going to be a senior this year. Could you just let her be the girl who puts the baby Jesus in the manger, please? Just this once.
We always got a new church outfit on Christmas Eve to wear to Mass.
Oh.
That was a tradition. And then
nice.
My favorite thing was that we didn't put our presents under the tree until like Christmas morning. My parents, whatever, they'd put them there whenever we went to bed.
All right.
They, as if my dad was wrapping presents until midnight. No, my mom.
I mean, is any dad up wrapping presents till midnight?
I know.
Because the elves do it. All right, trigger warning. Your parents are doing the Santa thing?
Oh, yeah, we did Santa. I mean, it wasn't that they weren't the parents that like made footprints in the snow.
Oh, wow. People do that?
Oh, yeah. People do. They like.
There's reindeer dung on the roof.
Yes. Go outside and jingle a bell. And.
Why did Donner poop above my bedroom?
People do something with reindeer poop. Is it marshmallows? I can't remember. There's something people put out. Yes, there's things. They'll leave carrots outside, and then
in Alaska
they're half chewed. Just like people leave cookies for Santa, they do the carrot thing for that. Yeah,
that's a little excessive.
It's a whole thing. Okay. People go.
I mean, I guess the reindeer do a lot more work than Santa does. He's just in his sleigh tossing presents into the chimney.
No, he doesn't toss them in the chimney. He has to go down.
You don't know what he does. You don't know what he does.
Well, we
don't know how the magic works.
We did Santa, except one year when I was, 7 or 8. I
put in your headphones.
Found I found a present that said to Emily from Santa.
He was just getting a jump on the Christmas season. That's all he was trying to do.
I found it behind my mom's dresser.
You know how stressful that night is.
I was looking for Christmas presents.
Well, Emily won't care if she finds it early. Ho, ho, ho.
So I went to my brother and I was like, Santa comes early. That's how it happens. He works through the year.
Yeah.
And then parents just hide it. He's like, Emily. Emily. That's how I found out. And I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was totally devastated.
Mm-mm.
But your family never did Santa.
No, it was a game that none of us ever believed.
You never believed.
Not once.
Not for a second.
I wanted to, Emily. I wanted to believe.
Did you? Did you actually?
I didn't care. As long as I got my presents.
We decided not to do the same thing with our kids. And our 7-year-old
We're heartless.
Like a hardcore believer. And every time I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just a game people play.
Nope.
Yep. He's like,
real.
Yep. Or he'll act so shocked. So you're saying Santa isn't real?
Yeah. Well, he wants a definitive answer.
Yeah,
and
I'm just
okay,
it's a game people play. And it's, St. Nicholas was a real person. And we celebrate St. Nicholas Day on December 6th. But yeah, it's just a game people play. And
he's not convinced.
He does not accept that answer.
Well, I mean, I get it. He creates his own magic, I guess.
He was really sad. I mean, like, about 3 years ago, we went to my friend's house and she hires a Santa every year and hosts a Christmas party. And we went over to her house and there was a Santa there and he got so upset on the way home. He was crying. I wish I believed. I wish I believed.
Broke my heart.
I know. It was horrible.
And then we popcorned all over the place because we were at a family gathering.
It wasn't family. It was a friend.
Okay.
And everybody else popcorned all over the place, but we didn't because we took our grape juice and activated charcoal.
Oh, that's true. People did popcorn all over the place after that friend gathering.
It's true.
That's crazy. Why is that happening? Why do we have gatherings? This should stop.
Okay, COVID.
Well, okay.
Whoever created COVID was like, I'm so sick of family gatherings.
Wow.
Oh, my brother and I used to stay up until, 3 a.m. So excited, waiting. We would play War and one year.
War?
War with cards.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's a weird tradition.
No,
your battalion just sacked mine.
That was like the longest game we could possibly think of.
Yeah. If
you play with 2 decks of cards.
Not a very long game.
Yes, it is. Somehow it felt like it lasted hours.
Yeah. I always loved War.
And 1 year we heard Santa on the roof. I mean, we heard it. And we heard like a whoosh. But upon reflection, when I was an adult, when cars would go fast down the road, it did sound like a sleigh taking off as they passed our house.
What did you hear on your roof then?
I think a branch fell. We lived right under a huge tree.
I mean, that's pretty incredible. Christmas Eve, 2:00 in the morning, playing War.
I know.
A branch falls on your house. A car goes by.
Fast. It was
deer poops on your roof. I mean, what are the odds?
It was very magical.
What was that? A present he forgot to drop off when he left him early?
That was pre-finding the present.
Okay.
But no, then we would wake up at 5 a.m.
Oh, maybe that's why he did it early. It's because he knew you guys were staying up.
We stayed up
against the poems. What they tell you to do. It tells you to go to sleep. Close your eyes and rose such a gladder. My parents never read that to me.
They didn't?
No.
Oh.
I don't know what it's about.
What?
I've read it to our kids. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So if you guys didn't believe in Santa and you didn't what? Was your Christmas even fun, even magical at all?
Yeah, it's fun. We did the tree and had presents.
But your family always put the presents out as they got.
Yeah, I mean, as December started, maybe late November, whenever the tree was up, as my parents bought presents, they would wrap them and put them under the tree. So definitely no Santa there, especially with a tag saying from mom and dad. That was a big giveaway. But I was always naughty, so who knows? Maybe Santa wasn't showing up and they knew it. So, and anyway, yeah, another weird thing, we actually then opened all of our presents, all of them, on Christmas Eve night. And then on Christmas morning, we would wake up and open our stockings.
And were the stockings good? Did you get good stuff?
Yeah, except our dog would get into it and eat all the good stuff. Yeah.
Really? That happened?
Yeah, Buffy. She'd go in and a little Cocker Spaniel. I guess, I'm 6, 7 years old. I'm not really thinking about my dog getting into my candy, but man, she got sick. She popcorned like crazy.
Did you guys get fruit at the toe of your stocking?
Oranges. Yeah.
See, I think it's supposed to be oranges. I think that's the tradition. I know in the book Little Britches, they got oranges for Christmas. It wasn't a stocking thing. It was a special thing, but they were one orange short, and their dad said, you don't have to share with me. But they did. They cut it all into quarters. Anyway.
Okay.
I think oranges is the thing, but we just had like whatever fruit was in the kitchen.
Oh, that's magical.
Yeah.
Here's a banana.
Yep.
A banana at the bottom of your stocking does not quite ring as well as something round.
Apple, orange, pear, grapefruit, whatever was in there.
Grapefruit?
Whatever was in there.
What is this giant bulge? Something wrong with the toe.
Then we would promptly take it back to the kitchen and not.
This year we put a plantain in your stocking.
I really wish that,
all we've got is a watermelon this year. I had to get bigger stockings.
I wish that, that simplicity, the joy and excitement of getting an orange on Christmas, how simple and treasured and wonderful that is totally lost. There's probably no family now that in America.
Okay, but you were a kid growing up in the 90s. Did you actually... did you treasure it? Because you just went and put it in the fruit bowl when you're done.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's gone. That's no longer a thing. It's a cool tradition. Cute.
Guys, it's really gross that you put strawberries in my stocking this year. It's dripping. Can we stick with the fruit that has outer shells, please? I don't even think I ever ate mine. Same thing. I had this one tradition that I just did on my own. It wasn't even a tradition so much as, the booth in the middle of the mall would set up this jewelry. It was all glass. Do you remember this? It was like these glass figures of animals and different things.
Not jewelry.
Well, they had necklaces. Well, they had that too, but they had necklaces. And I remember I got my mom a hummingbird one year, and every year I would buy her. And it wasn't always jewelry. I would buy her the paperweights, the glass stuff. And, to her credit, I found them. She kept them.
Aww.
They were in her drawer.
That's cute.
Not on display like I expected them to be. Never wore the jewelry.
You would see it and think, that's pretty. I want to get my mom something pretty.
Yeah, that was my thought is,
I remember getting my brother. Okay, so my school did this thing where you could have your parents preload however much money, and then you could shop this little school store to buy their Christmas presents.
Fancy.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And for your family and stuff, like your siblings. And I bought my brother this little baseball figurine. It was a little baseball, and it said, "You're a pop fly."
What does that mean?
Or something like that.
You're a pop fly. That's a bad thing in baseball.
You're the best pop fly.
That's not a good thing in baseball, right? That means you're out because they're going to catch it. Why not? You're a home run. You're a grand slam.
It said something pop fly because he was like, this is for a dad. It was clearly some sort of, it made sense to give to your dad.
No, pop fly doesn't make sense.
It was something. It was
because they're catching it and
I
you're out.
I understand, but
That's like giving your dad a baseball and says, you're a bad dad.
Well, I gave him something that said, "You're a bad dad," to my brother. And he was so mad. He had gotten me these like glass ceramic masquerade type masks that you hang up on the wall. And I think he really, really spent most of his money on those for me. And I got him this little baseball pop fly
You're
dad
out.
thing. And he was not happy with it. It caused fights.
I got you this. It says, "You're a strike 3. You're a grounder to second with a double play.
Yay, sports.
Yay. A ball that says, "You lost the game.
I need
Congratulations,
to try, I
Dad."
should try and find one of those online and ship it to him.
You're a pop fly.
Pop fly.
Who put that on a baseball?
It was a little baseball man. He had sunglasses. And he was wearing a baseball hat. And he was a baseball.
And he hit a pop fly, and his batting average went down that day.
Well,
Interesting.
what was your best gift that you ever got?
I have to say it was probably an electric guitar.
Did you get an amp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little one. My parents, we would take turns opening presents as a family, and I wasn't hardly getting any presents because that was the big present.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that and I pretty much knew it was the thing, but they pretended like that was all I was getting. So I just kind of sat there quietly, knowingly. I knew. And then everybody got up and walked away. And then I hear my mom in the back room playing a guitar, an electric guitar. And then I walk in there and she's like playing the electric guitar for me. And it was really cool.
That's so sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was neat.
That's cute.
Yeah. I really wanted it. I loved it. I played it a lot.
Oh.
So
Got your senior pictures with it, didn't you?
no, that was a random guitar at the studio. Yeah, not my favorite picture.
Gelled hair.
I have crimped hair today, apparently.
It's very crimpy. I don't know what's going on.
Like my sister's Cabbage Patch Crimp and Curl.
I never got one of those.
No, my sister
I would have
did.
gotten the lettuce patch anyway, off-brand.
Oh, really? Cabbage the lettuce?
I feel like when I asked for stuff like that, it was like, oh, well, this looks close enough.
Well, I mean, it should be close enough, but those kids can be brutal. Oh, you got a lettuce wrap doll? Not a Cabbage Patch? Some of our current traditions, other than quitting family, now is we love picking out a live Christmas tree.
Yeah.
We used to have a fake Christmas tree, and then a few years ago,
we couldn't afford to buy a new one every year.
Yeah,
that's expensive.
Well, now fake Christmas trees are like $400 anyway.
Crazy.
It's like a 2 foot tall. It's like Charlie Brown tree for $400. So you pay $100 and get a live tree, and it smells better and increases the mold count in your house. So
it's magical, though. They look
is.
more magical. They're full.
They are.
They're just like, there's just something about it. I guess I didn't grow up with a live tree. We used to get live trees. Then one year when we were coming home from getting our live tree, we got hit by a drunk driver. It was horrible.
And thus started the non-live tree tradition. I'm not ever going to that tree farm again.
My dad fractured his back.
Oh,
I was
man.
it hit my side and his side, and it was bad. It was a bad wreck. And yeah, so we did fake trees.
Switched to fake trees. That's it. I'm done with the live tree. No more.
Yeah.
The mold's bad anyway. Wow. Okay, well, we also do Advent leading up to Christmas every day. That's fun. Kids love it. Except, I don't know, a couple of years ago, we got one that was just super intense and basically using medieval language.
I know. No, we've done that one 3 times, and every year I'm like, okay, maybe next year we'll all understand this a little better. And then it's not.
It's like on a reading level that far surpasses mine.
Yeah.
So
I gave that one up.
The kids are kicking, they're bored, they're like, can we do something?
Yeah, it doesn't
different?
make it exciting to read, little passages every day about preparing your heart for Christmas.
Well, yeah. And so we just had to get a little bit of a younger version, I think.
I'm trying to think of the one that we're doing this year. It's all creatures something. I'll link it in the. I won't link it. Jason will.
I will.
I'll link what we're doing this year for
As
Advent.
though you could even turn on a computer.
I know. In the description, I'll share it. I just have to look it up real quick.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. But it's not too late, and our Hoopla which is a library app, has the book on the app because I'm still waiting for the book to arrive. So we're using that one for now. So
nice.
It's not too late for you. Go ahead and join us. But we have these little pouches that are made out of thrifted sweaters. My mom made us this 25 days of pouches, and inside each pouch, I wrap up a character from our nativity scene. I have those, what are they called? Trigiani?
That's a writer. Adriana Trigiani.
Trevani?
I don't know.
Those Italian painted ones. They're really fancy.
Oh,
Santorini. That's in Greece.
Giordano's, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I have 25 of those because when I was a child, my godmother gave me one of those every year, as did this other lady that I know.
I'd hate to be that other lady.
So I got one every year for several years, and yeah, so
cool.
I have a big collection. And that was a cool gift. I love that gift idea.
Yeah. And we also go to Discovery Park of America every year to see the Christmas Village in Union City, Tennessee.
It's cute.
It is nice.
Really nice.
And this lady stands in front of you and holds a book open. Have you been naughty or have you been nice? And, the kids get heightened anxiety because they're afraid that they're going to be naughty. And it actually selects naughty sometimes. I don't think our kids have gotten it, but I'm just waiting. She's going to open the book one day.
It's like a magical book.
Yeah, like an electronic randomizer, I think. But she's going to open it up one day. It's going to say naughty, and Alder's going to popcorn all over because he's like, no.
We don't do Santa Claus. It's so funny. We're waiting in line to see the Santa that
Oaks does Santa on his own.
Yeah.
So he does do Santa Claus.
Which is even more depressing because
that's worse.
What happens?
That's far worse.
Yeah, what happens Christmas morning when he's like, I didn't get anything from Santa?
He did. He just gave it to.
The thing is, we don't do tags. I just write their name.
That's true.
I don't.
What's the point?
Yeah, I'm not like from Mom and Dad, from Alder,
From Larry the Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one thing my parents always did. They did all these random.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fun.
From
the mechanic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
From Barack Obama. I think I got a Barack Obama gift one year.
From my family?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just do that. They do everybody from random.
From Mitt Romney.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We also do a lot of Christmas read-alouds. I love Christmas read-alouds. The funniest part about it all is that I cry in every one of them.
You can't get through the Christmas read-alouds.
Through it.
Yeah.
I brought some.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Yeah, remember, most people are listening, not seeing. But if you are on YouTube, here you go.
I brought 4 that make me cry every single time, no matter what. It doesn't matter if I already know the story. It doesn't matter. Christmas Tapestry by Patricia Polacco. And The Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree by Gloria Houston. Christmas Day in the Morning.
Camera. Let's see. Okay.
This one kind of makes me sob.
Oh.
The Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree. Christmas Day in the Morning by Pearl Buck, and The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey by Susan W. I can't say that last name.
Susan Wojciechowski.
Okay.
I don't know.
So those are the ones that make me cry, and then ones that I just really enjoy. Robert Sabuda does pop-up books.
Wojciechowski, I think. Sorry.
Intense pop-up books, beautiful, intricate, and I love the Christmas alphabet. I take so much joy pulling this out every year and going through the little alphabet and seeing all the pop-ups. I love it.
Good for you.
Paper art.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really for me, not for the kids. It's hard to find this book. It's a little expensive because
Let's see it.
we're showing one.
No, the front of it.
Oh.
The Christmas Alphabet by Robert
Sabuda. He does a bunch of other ones too. They're all really impressive, and we enjoy it. Me and the boys. I don't know about you. And then
I like it. It's fine.
Just Right for Christmas is a really cute one. It's
by whom?
Bertie Black and Rosalind Beardshaw.
Nice.
It's the exact same story as Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree. You know, where they cut off the top of the tree and then it goes out.
Which one came first?
Mr. Willoughby's, but this one's cuter to me.
Oh.
Just Right for Christmas.
It's cute to be a plagiarizer.
It's a scarf instead of a Christmas tree, or like a piece of red cloth.
Is that one of those Dolly Parton books?
No,
oh.
I got this. It was discarded at our library.
See, probably because
evidence.
Of the plagiarism.
Discard.
I really like that Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree book. I'm gonna write one.
Except it's gonna be about red cloth.
Red cloth.
It is kind of. It's very close.
Little uncanny.
Same story.
Little uncanny.
But I just like this one better.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna make Star Wars, but better. Call it Star Battles.
Isn't that what Spaceballs is?
No, that's a parody. So you can do that.
Okay.
This isn't a parody. This is like, this is an original work. Honest.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The kids won't know.
Yeah.
They don't.
No,
they actually don't.
No, I think Alder's been like, this is just like Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Smart kid. You destroyed one of our Christmas traditions recently.
What?
You said, nope, no more.
What?
When we decorate our Christmas tree, we used to order pizza.
That was your favorite thing.
It was my favorite thing ever. And you're like, nope.
We started
not
that.
anymore. I'm not doing it.
We started
that. Do you know what chemicals are in the pizza boxes? Do you know what they cook with? Nope. And now we do a charcuterie board.
That's way better. Who wants pizza when they're decorating a tree?
Me.
I can just make you homemade pizza. I offered. And you're like, no. 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 No.
You can't do the voice like I can. Leave it to me.
Order it or nothing. So I was like, okay, we'll do charcuterie.
We should do homemade pizza.
We started that tradition. I mean, we've been married 14 years.
Yeah.
And I don't know, was it 2 years ago? I was like,
it started out of convenience.
I know.
Completely, because we have like, all the stuff. I'm not cooking right now.
But then it became a thing. And we're like.
And I think it's a great thing.
It's pizza.
Love it.
I don't love pizza.
It's not the most festive food in the world. But who wants to cook?
Let's order pizza a different night. Like a special.
St. Patrick's Day.
Sure.
I'm holding you to that. I think I should get 2 holidays since you're taking it away from Christmas. Christmas counts as 2. Christmas tradition.
Decorating the tree.
We have a St. Patrick tradition and now a Martin Luther King Jr. Day tradition. Pizza. We're ordering pizza.
We used to celebrate Pete Papanicolaus Day.
We did. The key grip on Seinfeld.
We just loved that name, Pete Papanicolaus. And so we would like randomly be like, it's Pete Papanicolaus Day.
Woohoo!
And
we didn't order pizza.
We didn't order pizza for it.
That's a good one to order pizza for.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we need an organic pizza store in Paducah.
Or I could just make it.
That's the problem. That defeats the purpose. It's pizza that you didn't have to make.
Yeah.
It's delivered to your door.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Mm-hmm.
Tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Not good for you, but convenient. Just saying.
I destroyed another tradition.
What?
This year, usually we go to a little tree farm in southern Illinois.
Yeah.
They ship the trees in. It's not like they're growing them. They do have some varieties there.
They have some growing there.
They spray paint them green.
They do, yeah.
To try and make it look more
magical.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But they do have like a horse-drawn carriage and I don't know.
No, that was a tractor pull.
They had horses this year. Did you not see that
No,
I sent it to you after We didn't go. We went to the Knights of Columbus thing that they set up in our town.
They could work on their presentation a little bit.
Presentation was not good. They tried to shove Tootsie Rolls
And
down
candy
my kid's
canes.
mouth. And I was like, no, thank you. No.
They looked disappointed.
Our kids are the people.
No, the people.
Yeah.
They won't take the Tootsie
Rolls?
Oh.
Well, first they offered candy canes. I was like,
By the
we
way,
don't
we
do
have
dice.
our candy canes at home.
Our kids aren't.
Before you know.
I know.
Yeah.
We have candy canes for them.
We've
and
got
we
the candy
usually
canes.
bring them places
Yeah.
so that I can be like, here. Anyway, they offered candy cane. No, we don't do dice. Sorry. Tootsie Roll? I'm like, no, we're good. Tootsie Rolls? Do they have dice? No, but we're just not interested. Thank you. Please stop asking.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Clearly, I
Let
don't
me
want your Tootsie
purchase a
Rolls.
tree. I'm not here to buy candy.
Uncle Carl. It was my Uncle Carl.
Excuse me, sir.
Um,
We're horrible people. We're terrible people. He doesn't come to gatherings either.
no, he quit.
He quit.
He's out.
He
Uncle
popcorned.
Carl's like,
He
done.
popcorned way too much after he popped too much popcorn after all those family gatherings. I'm out.
Yep.
He did that 30 years ago.
No, he used to come to Christmas when I was a kid.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't even go over all of our traditions, but it doesn't matter. I want to hear
Yeah.
about like other
Here's
parts
a
of the
fun
world.
one.
Yeah, tell me
Here's a
this.
fun one. People might already know about this. We put out a thing, when we'll get to a few of them on Instagram of what are some of your, Christmas traditions or Christmas stories you have. But somebody brought this to my attention and I found an article about it. In Sweden, for Christmas, they watch Donald Duck.
What?
Okay.
Is it a Christmas Donald Duck?
Let me read this to you. Every year on December 24th at 3 p.m., according to the article. 3 p.m. That's important, I guess.
Okay.
She said 2, I think, but here it's 3. Maybe they're in a different part. I don't know. Half of Sweden, we're talking 50% as
Okay.
polled, I guess, sits down in front of the television for a family viewing of the 1958 Walt Disney Presents Christmas special, From All of Us to You. It has been airing without commercial interruption at the same time in Sweden's main public television channel, TV1, on Christmas Eve since 1959.
Wow.
The show consists of Jiminy Cricket presenting about a dozen Disney cartoons from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, only a couple of which have anything to do with Christmas. Each time the network has attempted to cancel or alter the show, public backlash has been swift and fierce.
It's nostalgic now. They have to stick with it.
The show's cultural significance cannot be overstated. You do not tape or DVR. It's called Kaleanka. I don't know how to pronounce it. For later viewing, you do not eat or prepare dinner while watching this. Age does not matter. Every member of the family is expected to sit quietly together and watch a program that generations of Swedes have been watching for 50 years.
That's cute. I mean, America has that, right?
Charlie Brown, Christmas.
Sound of Music.
I doubt half the country sits down and watches the Sound of Music every year.
Doesn't ABC or somebody play it every year?
I don't know. I mean,
I thought it was. It's
not
not
enough
even
for
really
us
a
to-
Christmas movie, is it? It's
I
not
don't
very
think so.
Christmassy.
I don't think so. But
But do they have a Christmas?
I don't know.
party?
I'm going to say Donald Duck is a little bit more random.
Yeah.
At least, the Sound of Music has a feel-good Christmas feeling, I guess.
Yeah, but now I don't believe that it's like, I think people watch it as a tradition, but they're not necessarily watching it being aired.
Yeah,
You know,
this is happening December 24th
this
at
time.
3 p.m.
That's cool.
Half the country.
That's cool.
I would say more so It's a Wonderful Life for Americans,
Really?
which is only a Christmas movie for like the last 20 minutes of the movie. It's a really
We
long
love
movie.
that movie.
Oh,
We
man,
watch that movie every year.
Every year.
And every year we sob. Totally sob.
The kids are like, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're just tenderhearted. They sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing at the end.
I think part of it is that he just so badly wanted to travel
Yeah,
and see the world. And
It hits.
we got to do that.
it hits.
And then, yeah. And so it just feels like
Attaboy,
I feel
Clarence.
so grateful for the life that we've lived together.
Zuzu's annoying, but other than that,
whatever. She's so cute.
no. Okay. Did you know that an estimated 3.6 million Japanese families treat themselves to a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
In 1974, American fast food chain unveiled their Kentucky for Christmas marketing campaign in Japan. Kentucky for Christmas. The story goes that KFC spread the idea that it's a time-honored Western tradition to celebrate Christmas with fried chicken. Bunch of liars.
I bet a lot of people get fried chicken.
It is not a time-honored Western tradition.
Yeah.
People have a Christmas ham.
So how many of those do we have? Like, what's that hide the pickle thing? I've always been told.
That's one of mine. That's the next one. Decorating your house tree with a pickle. Like, hide the pickle. I mean,
we did that.
Yeah, we have a pickle on our tree. I don't know where it is. I need to find it. But apparently people play a game with that. And I don't know where the tradition comes from, but whoever finds it first gets like a little special prize. Yeah. But
it has to be on Christmas morning, though. That's how my mom did it.
Oh, okay. But, so that comes from you then.
Well, yeah, in our family.
We didn't do that.
But I think I was told it was like a German tradition.
Maybe.
And it's like, some ornament company really just totally made that up.
Or a pickle company.
Yeah.
They're like, we're just going to get into making ornaments this year. Radishes. You know about this?
No.
Each year in the Mexican city of, and I'm going to butcher this, Oaxaca? I don't know, Oaxaca. The days before Christmas are marked with an event known as the Night of the Radishes. Participants get remarkably creative with everything from nativity scenes to fantastical monsters on display as thousands of visitors descend on the city to witness the fun. The radishes in question are grown specially and pumped with chemicals to grow immense, but it all seems a bit futile as the carvings can only be displayed for a few hours before they wither away. So,
see, that's the thing.
That's cool.
I think in Ireland, they carve radishes on Halloween.
Oh.
Not pumpkins.
Okay.
But pumpkins are way better.
Well.
Like that, I am down on America in a lot of ways. But we've got the pumpkin thing. With the jack-o'-lanterns, it works.
We probably didn't come up with it, but,
Yeah.
Sure, it's been around a while.
I think it's
probably
an American
to
thing.
Fight off the plague or something. That's where most of these things originate. It's like, well, we got to put a pumpkin with a face on our porch so that we don't get the demon plague.
We got to drink grape juice with...
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It all comes full circle, it seems. Let's get to some of your traditions that you sent us. Movable Mountain said, walling off the entry to stockings and presents with wrapping paper on the 24th, and the kids break through in the morning. Kind of like...
Pretty epic.
That's awesome. Like the football team going through the, at the beginning of a game.
I think Joanna Gaines does that.
Well, Joanna Gaines isn't everything. Everybody thinks she is, but she isn't.
What's Chip Gaines does that, I think. I think he does.
Well, good for Chip.
But what about the wrapping paper? Is it recyclable wrapping paper? Because most wrapping paper isn't recyclable. And is it... I don't know. I'm not even sure how I feel about wrapping paper. Mostly I buy vintage wrapping paper, then I don't feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or I try to use things that I have around. Anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah. Well, one family says, you're going to hate this.
Okay.
But we have a big bonfire with all of our wrapping paper at the end of opening presents.
Guess it's better than a landfill, right?
I don't know. Maybe not. Depends. I don't know.
That sounds kind of fun. Yeah. I actually could get behind wrapping paper then, unless it's plastic.
I think there's probably a lot of plastic in it. My guess.
They leave the tape on it and everything?
I doubt they're going to go through and pull off all the little pieces of tape. You could use a paper-based tape.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't see a name on this, but Juju B. Tanner. I see. Okay. A Christmas tradition I did with my family of 10 growing up was like a secret Santa, except that we create created elaborate clues as to our identity. So each person had to solve the clue to find out who the giver was. Before they can open the gift, that was a weird inflection. Find out who the giver is before they can open the gift. It has included scavenger hunts, homemade puzzles, crazy math problems, etc. That sounds fun.
That sounds really fun, but a crazy math problem, I would have never.
Well, I guess I'm not opening my
don't know.
present this year. Or just save me till the end of the game. Math. You had a really bad ACT score on your math.
That was you.
Oh. E. Jones 516 says, these are my kind of people.
Okay.
These are my people. We did Little Caesars every Christmas Eve at grandmother's because she was only cooking once on Christmas Day.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But Little Caesars actually turns to cardboard after it cools.
After about 2 hours, you got to eat it fast. It's really good at first. Called Joy says, my family does Pietopia. Everybody brings a pie. Record is 27 different kinds of pie.
Wow.
And they're a family of 5. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how many people are in the family, but that's a lot of pies.
It's a lot of pies.
But I guess if, 100 people
Wonder
are
if there
showing
were
up.
any lard crusts.
Yeah.
Wonder if any of
Dairy-free
them
pumpkin
didn't
pies.
get eaten.
Yeah. Or if somebody brought a pie just for themselves. Jess2388 says, my little brother waking me up at 3 a.m. and watching Christmas movies till our parents woke up. That's pretty good.
That's sweet. That's sort of like me and my brother, but we would just wake up my parents at 5 a.m. and they would say,
go to
leave
bed.
us alone.
That's what I would
We
do.
never thought to turn on the TV and watch Christmas movies.
That would
we
be
just
smart.
sat on the stairs like...
That would be a better way to do it, I would think. Yeah.
we didn't have TVs in our room.
Well, this doesn't say that they did. They might go to their living room. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, we
Did they
sort
just
of...
have a large selection?
They might have had DVDs set out. Who knows?
Okay.
Or VHS. I have no idea how old they are. We sort of do that with our kids in that they wake up early on Christmas and we're kind of like, at least let us get to our coffee. Let us make our coffee first. Are you allowed to have coffee as a crunchy man? I don't know.
No, but I do.
Okay. Usually we try to get past 7 o'clock, but it doesn't always happen. Holistically Pro Women says, we opened 2 presents on Christmas Eve. Used to be 1, but hubby grew up opening all that night.
Just like you.
Just like me. We always roll a dice, and whoever rolls a 6 is allowed to open one of his presents.
Cute.
Curious if there's any significance to the 6, or should make it really hard, like Yahtzee. You have to roll 5 6s, and you can open a present. Little Johnny's out there rolling for 3 hours. Come on.
1 year, my brother found a lost present underneath the couch.
That's always the best.
Like weeks later.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was so exciting.
Wow.
And so I always tried to like shove one under a couch to like remake that for myself.
Yeah.
I just wanted that
for
feeling.
yourself?
Yeah, I would like.
You don't even do it for your kids. You just do it for yourself.
I'm saying when I was a kid.
Oh, I thought you meant now.
No. No.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid, I would like try to shove one, and I made it like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay.
I gotta open it.
Kelsey Days, I'm sorry, Kelsey. It's too many words together for your username. We used to build gingerbread houses early December and then blow them up on Christmas.
That's fun.
Yeah. Little pyro people. It is fun.
That is really fun because like the whole like apex, it happens.
It's coming
early
to a
in the morning.
crescendo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the day can sort of feel a little disappointing. And
All right, time to blow up the Christmas houses.
yeah,
I mean, there were more, and we're running out of time.
so many
but-
people talking about making ornaments for like their parents made them an ornament every year, or their grandfather hand carved an heirloom ornament for each grandchild. Like very sweet.
Our grandkids are not getting that. I mean,
Come on, Dad. Get to carving.
yeah. What are you doing? Why aren't you carving some heirloom toys? Come on. No, our grandkids will.
Oh, you mean our grandkids?
Our grandkids, like, they're not getting anything like that from me.
That's the thing about...
Here's a video I edited.
I love homemade gifts. I do love that. But some people just can't make very good gifts, and we're kind of those people.
Imagine if I made you all of the gifts I got you.
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel about that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have skills, but they're not very useful ones.
You have made me some sweet gifts, like the Mother's Day video that you made. It was very sweet, brought me to tears.
Problem is, I can't live up to that every year.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
And like, how many times can you give a video?
Here's the one. Here's another one. He can only say mama for the first time once. Can't keep recreating. He'll be 8 years old and mama. Oh. Why aren't you crying, dear? Heartless. Well, this was fun. I enjoyed doing this episode. Christmas traditions. Would love to hear what some of your Christmas traditions are in the comments. Yeah, you can comment on Spotify. Sorry if you're on Apple. I don't think you have the option, but you can email us if you want to at you can find our email on reallyverycrunchy.com. We still have our gift guide out on our website at reallyverycrunchy.com/gift guide 2024, I think is what you'll find it. Just if you go to reallyverycrunchy.com, you'll find the gift guide. Still time to get some stuff from there. I was pumped about it. People are liking it.
Yeah.
And so
and also not just Christmas traditions, share your sweetest gift that you've ever gotten your husband, because I need some ideas.
Or your wife. What? I thought we already bought each other our gift.
There's always going to be that surprise gift. Jason and I can never wait until never wait until Christmas anyway. You and I always exchange gifts early because you're like, I'm so excited what I got you. I want you to open it. But there's always something we get each other.
It is a little sad that we know the gift that we're getting each other right now. So but I'm really excited about that gift.
I figured maybe just in case someone had a really good idea for that little something extra with me.
How little? What's our price range?
Depends on what the comments are, dear.
Yeah. I meant like for me to give.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful popcorn-free Christmas season.
Because we're not. Not popcorn-free. It's wonderful, but not popcorn-free. All right. See you next time.
Bye.